It's an ideal environment for oysters here in the Great Bay estuary.
Morning, guys.
The oysters have been growing here since the last glaciers retreated. There's a reason why they call it the Oyster River. The best thing about oyster farming is knowing that it's not only bringing some income, but it's improving the environment.
It's one of those jobs where you really have to love it. It does not love you back. It's hard work, but being on the water and being able to go out and grow something that actually improves the environment is a pretty wonderful thing.
Due to the pandemic, our harvest went down by 90%.
When the restaurants closed, basically our sales went to zero.
Restaurants want, about a 3-inch oyster. That's the sweet spot for us, but the oysters just continue to grow, so suddenly we have a bunch of oysters without any markets for them. The SOAR program has been a lifesaver for us.
The SOAR project supporting oyster aquaculture and restoration. What we're doing is we're purchasing surplus oysters, large oysters that have not been able to go to market because of the pandemic. So I've got you down for 7,000 oysters. That's awesome. And we're going to deploy those on restoration sites at 7 different states: Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, New York, New Jersey, and Washington State. That will ensure or preserve over 220 jobs.
I really appreciate that this project is saving our skin this season.
Oh, it's a lifesaver. These oysters that are all getting too big, now there's a market for them. Otherwise, they'd have just sat there and eventually died off.
But we want to buy big oysters that have a lot of ecological benefits, and at the same time, it's really supporting our shellfish industry. And our shellfish industry across the country, they're environmental stewards. They care about their environment. More oysters in an estuary, in a system, is good for the environment. The Nature Conservancy uses oyster reef restoration to replace that critical habitat that's been lost. Restoring those native oyster reefs is really, really critical to ocean health and estuary health.
And what the oysters are doing is they're filtering the water. In Great Bay, there's a lot of excess nutrients in the water. These oysters are helping remove those nutrients. An oyster can do up to 50 gallons a day filtration.
They also have the ability to form these complex reef structures that are very three-dimensional with lots of cracks and crevices, which make great habitat, especially for juvenile fish and invertebrates.
Having someplace to bring the oysters where they'll continue to do good for the environment is very rewarding.
The SOAR program is really great for us. Not only does it remove oysters that are going to outgrow our market, but we get to give back to the bay and really help them build reefs.
I love the idea that we're doing something to help the environment and hope that over time we can see a difference that we make in the water quality in Great Bay.